Hello everybody, once again. Today we're going to be talking about lizard aliens. Now first I'd like to say, I don't believe in lizard aliens, and if I was going to put forward a theory, it's more likely that some sort of dinosaur moved underneath the ground and turned into something similar to us. But then, once again, I don't believe in evolution really either. But I do believe in adaptation, so I think that something could have adapted to be very similar to us whilst living underground, which may be closer to the truth. But without further ado, let's move on to the first subject that I'm going to cover, and that is the Queen. Right, so here we go. Here is our standard Wikipedia page. Obviously anyone can write on Wikipedia. I know that. I'm not a muppet. Here we go. So, I mean, if you just look at this, it pretty much outlines like where it comes from: fantasy, science fiction, ufology, and conspiracy theories. I mean, look at some of these ufologists. Like, doesn't it give you the kind of, I don't know, the sense that maybe they're looking to be special when they're not? So they're trying to say they've seen something, or that there's something out there that only they can see, or something that's only happened to them that makes them special and different. But hey, it's, just taking a look at it really, and what you must remember.
We knew the secret before they went ahead and WikiLeaks it.
Okay, so now we're going to examine where some of the claims are coming from, especially when it comes to the English royal family. So we're going to take a look at David Icke. And David Icke, well, in his first incarnation, he was a footballer. So yeah, here he is, British lad, playing football for some team that wears red. There are other teams that wear red, but we're not talking about that today. Right, now we have him here as something I like to affectionately call Jesus Icke. Wearing his all-powerful turquoise, which obviously he rebukes, but then I'm not going to bother looking it up. I think it was Terry Wogan or one of them types of people, but he went on their show and said he was Jesus. So yeah, well, it could be Jesus. He could be, but I don't know. He says that he was confused or whatever. But that does happen when you take DMT. I've seen a couple of fellas out there, like my friend Joe the Sherpa. So obviously, then he went away and did whatever he did, like went to some other countries, I think, and took some more DMT, and yeah. And now I believe he lives on an island, and he buys DMT quite regularly off somebody that I in fact know. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that David Icke is just a bit of a melon who's taken a bit too much DMT. And you can call DMT the spirit molecule or whatever you like, but at the end of the day, you put a drug in, you get an effect. Just like if you take MDMA, you're going to feel like you love everyone and probably want to have sex a lot and hug people and be really sweaty, and you have a great time till the morning when the fun times generally stop. Now I don't know about DMT because I didn't take it. I'd already taken enough drugs by the time people started raving about it, and I thought to myself, it's just another drug. And a few of my other friends said, yeah, it's really, really good. It makes you feel really, really good. But none of them came back thinking they saw Jesus. One of my friends, that they were Jesus or seen Jesus or all sorts of Jesus-based things. But one of my friends did say that he felt like he was floating. And just for a second, I would like to talk about DMT because there is talk. I mean, I'm not a scientist myself, but there is talk that DMT floods your brain when you're 3 months in the womb, and then when you're born, and then also when you die. I don't know when you're born, because obviously, why would you be crying if you're really happy on your DMT? But anyway, so we're going to move on to look at some more David Icke. Right, now, so here the guy is then. So he's up on the stage, and he's telling us all that life's not what we thought it was. The government's not what we thought it was. And that we're in a bit of a desperate situation because, the Queen's a lizard, and, there's other lizards out there, and they're out to get us as well. But I would like to stop for a second and tell you that we all knew that it was a scam. Like, as soon as people have, probably born in the 80s and upwards, had a look at the society they were in, they realised that it was a big old scam. I mean, what the bloody hell is a queen, and what the bloody hell do we need a queen for, apart from tourism? Like, I'm on that. Fair play. Give us some money for tourism. Give her a nice pension, whatnot. But it's about time we took back all that money that she keeps on holding, because it's not hers. She didn't work for it. She stole it. They stole that stuff. So if we're talking about the Queen being a thieving, lying, conniving, horrible piece of work, then yeah, I'm right there with you, Dave. But I just can't stretch to lizard alien. I just can't. They probably just have a little club like a Lizardarty, or the Lizardsons, or something like that that they all go to and dress up in robes and spank each other's asses and probably do all sorts of dark, nasty shit. But at the end of the day, I don't think they're lizards. I mean, like, there isn't actually any real proof that they are lizards. So now we're going to move on and talk about the Queen. Right, so here's Liz when she was a baby and sort of growing up a little piece, with a picture of her mum down there as well, I think. Obviously I know bollocks all about the royal family when it comes to their history and all that sort of stuff, other than what I've been taught in school, which I imagine is complete nonsense, like everything else you get taught in a school. So yeah, as you can see here, no real signs of lizardness. I mean, some could argue they're not actually pictures of Liz, but I think we'll just be splitting hairs on these ones, because, I mean, it does look shockingly like her. Just take a look at your pound note. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, so no signs here that this child is having trouble hiding its lizard form. Now you could say that, Liz was replaced, but, I mean, what would be the point? Like, in having... No, it doesn't make any sense, really, if you look at it in that respect, because I don't think they'd replace the royal family when that's what's being put forward as the lizard alien thing. I mean, they wouldn't need to replace them, they're just popping them out, and they're already lizards. But we'll move on to the next picture. I'd just like to say, damn. Just, whoa. I would definitely give Liz here a good old C and 2. She is looking very buff. A lot buffer than on the notes. But, it has its charm. Right, so now, here we go. We have Liz here as an old woman. And I have to say, I've been looking quite a few pictures of Liz, and I cannot find her looking too lizard-like. I mean, she looks crazy in some of these pictures, and I mean, in this picture, I mean, she looks like she's fully evil. But I wouldn't say she looks too much more like a lizard than any other old person that I've seen walking down the street with wrinkly skin and weird oldness. Like, when you get old, you just look terrible. Like, you look like a lizard, like whatever. And I saw some guy the other day walking down the street. He looked like a cartoon character with crazy big ears and crazy big nose. Like, I didn't think he was Bart Simpson, or make videos about it, but, you know, I wasn't on DMT. Right, so we have a few more pictures of old Liz, mixed in with a few of, you know, young Liz, and there's plenty of Liz here. You know, and I don't think Elizabeth... Elizabeth. No, I'm joking. Elizabeth. I don't think Elizabeth is actually a lizard. I think that, yes, she shouldn't have all that money. Yes, I reckon she should share out all that gold with all the poor people. Yeah, I don't reckon her son should be a king. And, you know, I don't reckon any of this royal family nonsense should perpetuate. I think that she should respectfully bow out. We'll look after her. And then her sons and stuff can get jobs, like, properly, like we have to do, and, you know, live in a council house if they can't be bothered, and, you know, all the sort of stuff you do when you're just a person, because they've got no right to anything. But, at the same time, that doesn't make any of them lizards. Just finally, on this Queen thing, I'd just like to say that if you look at this picture, they both look like bloody lizards. So you're both lizards. Probably, if there's lizards, David, stop trying to bait out your other lizard friends just because they won't play lizard football with you anymore, or let you call yourself Lizard Jesus on TV and stuff. You know, let's just agree. The Queen ain't a great gal. The royal family's not needed. We need to get rid of it. And maybe leave some, you know, some remnants for you know, like a quaint old thing, like, you know, oh, look how these idiots used to live, sort of thing. But at the end of the day, no, not lizards, unless you're all lizards. You know, it's like you're either all lizards or none of you are lizards. But there's no proof that any of you are lizards, apart from memes and other stupid pictures like this one. Whoops, look out behind you, Dave. I think you've got a lizard on your hands. Right, so as usual, I've taken all these pictures online. I've used some music from a rather nice, I don't know if they're called band or group or anything like that, but they're called POS, and the song is Fuck Your Stuff. So, yeah. Took all your stuff. Screw you. Yeah, thank you for listening to my video. And I'm out.